Hey, this is Matt once again. We're about to end the video, and this is the last of the paid requests for Vonte. Thank you so much for your kindness and as well as your patience. I really do appreciate it. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, random thoughts, streams, commentaries, reviews, re-reviews, whatever the case may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal. Do have a CashApp as well. Links are down below in the info box, and I will get to it as soon as I possibly can. So thank you for that. Now this is for Freelance, a film that came out in 2023 that I never even knew this existed. I might have heard of this film once 2 years ago, but this is probably one of the most forgotten movies in recent fucking history. Does anyone, that's a question, has anyone even heard that this movie exists? If you did, do you even remember this film existed? Existence, is it dead? I'm speaking tons now because I'm dumbfounded that movies like this just... Shit. First off, it stars John Cena. If you know my channel, you know I don't like this motherfucker. I never liked this motherfucker. I thought he sucked in the ring. He sucks on the mic. He sucks as a wrestler. He sucks as an actor. The only thing I thought he was halfway decent in was that Suicide Squad movie. I did not even see his TV show, Peacemaker. But I didn't mind him in the movie. That's the only thing. Playing with fire, play with my nuts. The Marine, you ain't no goddamn Marine. Don't salute. Unless you salute my fist into your fucking forehead, you wannabe Ernest P. Worrell looking motherfucker. Nowadays when he wrestles, I mean, dead grandmas are faster than him and more agile than him. He'll do a stunner and stun himself. I don't like the guy. I never thought he was a great action hero. 12 rounds is an interesting concept that would have been way better with a different actor than John Cena. And what's such is like that film he got with Rennie Harlan. This film, Pierre Morel. If that name sounds familiar, he did The First Taken, which I enjoy. I still enjoy The First Taken. He also did From Paris with Love with John Travolta. I think that's a fun movie. That's a fun, entertaining film, in my opinion. I don't remember what else he did, honestly. But I'm like, man, it sucks that this is what he has to subject himself to. Doing forgettable as fuck John Cena films. So, before I even go on, the story of the film is after kind of an interesting way of filming, where it's all POV, like it's Hardcore Henry or something, where it's the character John Cena going through basic training, thinking he's going to go into law school family, but then goes more into training and being in the military, all done POV style. I'm like, okay, except for John Cena's voice, I kind of would have been fine if the entire movie was done in this POV style, like Hardcore Henry. Or I could just watch Hardcore Henry. But instead we get to, he's on this mission, chopper goes down, his men get killed, and it's sometime later, he has a wife, he's got a kid, and Christian Slater is in the film. And Christian Slater offers him a job. He's part of this private protective security company, whatever the hell it's called, and says, here's $20,000. Go protect this journalist. She's going to talk to this dictator. The same dictator they were supposed to take out all that time before. John Cena thinks the dictator shot down the chopper from years ago, which killed their men, him and Slater's men. While John Cena is with the journalist, played by Alison Brie, and the dictator. There's a battle on a bridge. He's got to get the vehicle started. He rams up, hits someone, goes back, hits some other people, shoots a gun a few times. The three of them escape to the jungle, and then they got to get to safety. Now, when the action scenes happen, there's really not a whole lot of action in this. There's a little bit in the whole POV opening. There's this bit with the bridge, which I'll give credit. Sometimes I see squibs. Sometimes I see practical stuff. Like when he hits a guy, the head hits the windshield. You see bloody head beat on the windshield. Yes, there's CG in the film, but there's some practical as well. And Pierre Morel is not a bad action director. Just look at Taken from Paris with Love. But like I said, there's not a whole lot. After those, the bit at the beginning and the bridge scene, there's a bit where they're shot at by helicopters, and they're running, and there's explosions around them. There's a bit where Cena gets his big gun and shoots at the chopper, which then goes and crashes. There's a bit where they're riding on horses and you can fucking tell they're on goddamn green screen because the up close shots, you can tell the background is fake. The wide shots when they're doubles on horses, you can tell that's real. But then when it gets the up close shots, you can tell the background is a goddamn green screen. You could clearly tell. And then other than like a few little fisticuffs, there's like a shootout at the palace at the end. That's kind of it for the action. There's not really a whole lot of like memorable car chases or, like I said, I didn't think the movie had as much action as is advertised. The stuff between John Cena and the journalist doesn't amount to anything because she tries to sleep with them, but he's like, oh, by the way, I'm married. So there's not really a whole lot that you can be done between those two characters. The guy playing the dictator does a fine enough job, and spoiler alert, spoilers, you find out he's not the guy that shot the helicopter down. And he's actually not that bad of a guy. The people in the country actually like him. He actually paid for this resistance, and he actually has info about the government screwing both him and John Cena over. And he's going to tell all, and that's why he has his journalist here. And these other people want to kill and shut the dictator up. So, I mean, that actor, I forget his name, he didn't do a bad job. The other actors, the girl who plays his wife, it's not her fault. The way her character is written is such a bitch. Like, the wife character's not in it that much, but when she's in it, she acts so fucking bitchy. Like, granted, maybe because you're married to John Cena, and hey, I can understand you being bitchy because fuck John Cena. But she just came off as this unlikable. There's a little girl who loves her dad, and I guess the idea is a boy picked on her and she defended herself, and that was awful for her to do. But she's not in the film a whole lot. Christian Slater, honestly, anybody could have played this role. One thing I will say I appreciate, again, spoilers, Christian Slater, they did not turn into a bad guy. I swore this movie was going to do that. Just saying, okay, he's the friend who gave John Cena this job, and I'm your buddy, and it's a known name, so okay, he's going to turn on him, and he's really the main villain, or he's one of the few to escape that mission long ago, so it was him all along, Austin. No, they don't do that. I'm surprised by that. I appreciate that, like I said. But Slater just doesn't have much to do. Pretty much, you see him a little bit at the beginning in the POV stuff. He gives John Cena the job. Cena calls him like 2 or so times on the phone. Then he calls him one time on the phone, and Slater and the men come in to try to help John Cena a bit at the palace. And he introduces Slater to the dictator. But I said Slater doesn't really have much to do. Like, anybody could play this part. Anybody could play this role. And I like Christian Slater. Cuffs. What was it? Gleam in the Tube. I like Slater. True Romance. But God, this was such a waste of him. I guess not as much of a waste as he was in that Stallone film, Bullet to the Head, but still, it's just a fucking waste of Christian Slater. And the thing with this film, it was such a generic as fuck movie. You have seen this movie so many damn times, and nothing about this film sticks out. John Cena is a bland, uncharismatic tool. He's a walking brick. He's a fucking barn. Has more personality than him. If this fucking desk walked, it would have the same fucking charisma as John Cena. That's why I never understood why he was so popular in wrestling. He's not a great actor, and I think James Gunn writing helped him on the Suicide Squad. James Gunn's not a perfect guy. I don't love every film he's done, but I think he has some talent. Still don't think he should do a Superman movie, but hey. Because I don't think he fits for Superman. I think he fits for other stuff, but that's a whole other topic. The villains, run-of-the-mill, in one year out the other. Not going to remember a damn thing about these villains. The story, nothing that really gets you mesmerized or anything. Action-wise, typical stuff. For the most part, not badly done by Pierre Morel, but nothing that remarkable or memorable either. And like I said, it's not as much as you would think, and when it's there, just whatever. Okay, choppers, shoot, there's some explosions around them. Okay, there's a few fight scenes, but nothing that really will make you remember a damn fucking thing about it. Humor is not really a whole lot to laugh at, except maybe you did chuckle with some of the dictator, that actor's, some of his mannerisms. But other than that, it's such a generic, forgettable fucking movie. Freelance. Even the title is so generic. The good guy and the... Well, she's not a love interest, and they're just kind of there and more awkward than anything. There's a bit where the bad guys get the girl, and John Cena is the dictator, and they try to do a trade, and the dictator comes out, but the crowd love him, they follow him. Now, for some reason, the bad guys don't shoot into the crowd, which I don't know why, because you don't give a fuck about these people. You want this guy dead, so why don't you just shoot in the crowd? But apparently these are bad guys, but not too bad guys. Not too much of bad guys. Like I said, they get to the palace, and the dictator talks to some of his men, some of his guards, and tells them about what's going on. And the bad guys get there, and then the guards and the bad guys fight. John Cena fights the main bad guy among these stairs. The reporter does a thing and hits the guy's throat. There's a bit where John Cena gets a machine gun, comes out and goes. And they try to play off his humor where the lady is recording on the phone, mesmerized, like her panties got wet. And he's like, "What? Oh, nothing, nothing." And even that, like, with John Cena doing that stance, I'm like, you're not Arnold Schwarzenegger, you're not Stallone, you're not Bruce Willis, you're not any of those, dude. You're not. Eventually, the dictator's able to talk with the journalist. The word gets out. John Cena comes home. The dictator, as a thank you, puts $5 million into John Cena's bank account. And then there you go. Movie's over. I mean, the only surprise was, oh wow, they didn't make Christian Slater into a bad guy. I'm surprised. That's it though. This is such a fucking... The reason I'm not going that in depth is because I literally forgot the fucking movie. I dropped my glass. I forgot the fucking movie. I swear to God. I just watched this film 2 days ago. I did write some notes because I know it would be a blank piece of paper in my brain. I don't remember the fucking movie. I swear to God, I do not remember much details about this fucking film except what I said and what I wrote here. This is so fucking generic, just like it's a perfect fucking example of John Cena. He's a walking piece of fucking paper. He's this. He's this fucking thing here. That's all it is. He even says, "You see nothing? You can't see me." Yeah, there's nothing fucking there, you see? There's nothing there. That's what the fuck you are. I'm tired of you taking these fucking jobs from other actors and actor stars that would be actually worth a shit. Why couldn't Jeff Speakman in the day get so many fucking chances like you do? But they keep cast this motherfucker. Like, Playing with Fire sucked and bombed. That thing he did with Aquafina, with the lottery thing, I forget what the hell that was called. That sucked and did nothing. This sucked and did nothing. How many fucking chances does this motherfucker get? Why is he getting so many chances? All about Jeff Wincott and fucking Jeff Speakman and these other guys can't? With like actual, like these films like try to have an actual budget compared to those films back in the day. But it's funny is those films back in the day they have more entertainment. If I watched Daily Outbreak with Jeff Speakman, that was made with a fraction of this budget. But I watched Daily Outbreak and I'm seeing Jeff Speakman doing tempo stuff and having car chases, shooting people in the balls. Just got your bulletproof cup. All the other shit more entertaining and fun. I see Derry Daniels in Riot with Sugar Ray Leonard kicking ass, people, kicking people on motorcycles off of them, and Last Man Standing with Jeff Wincott, those PM Entertainment films. You watch them, you see what they're able to get away with a fraction of a budget. And I guarantee you these were more budgets. And you don't have a bad director. Pierre Morel is a competent fucking director, but you did such generic shit like this. And I'm looking up the director. He did District 13, Taken, For Paris with Love. He did The Gunman. That's a Sean Penn film I completely forgot about. I mean, I do think Sean Penn does a decent job in the film. But you tell they wanted that to be the next Taken, and it just wasn't. I mean, I didn't hate the film, but was it a letdown considering the pedigree of the cast? Javier Bardem, Idris Elba. Yeah, it was. I don't hate the film, but it's like, Peppermint. I forgot he fucking did that. That film sucks. Jennifer Garner. Canary Black with Kate Beckinsale. Never even seen it. I didn't realize this. He was a cinematographer on The Transporter and a cinematographer on Unleashed. Which I like those two films. But yeah, I forgot he did The Gunman and Peppermint. Peppermint's dumb fucking movie. Get away, moth. Simp by fucking John Cena. Great. Cena wants to tap me with moths. Get away, moth. I don't want to kill it because I like moths. Well, it's not really a moth, but it's not a moth, it's not a fly, I forget what the fuck it's called, but he's not too bad. I don't want to kill it, just leave me the fuck alone. Just like this movie, leave me the fuck alone before I tap my more buds and shit. Maybe that's what John Cena's doing, sending buds to tap me, to talk shit about his uncharismatic ass. And I'm not even going to sit here and say this is the worst movie ever. It's not. I just see people watching this and going, mediocre, forgettable. But that's the thing, like, it's such a waste of time for such a nothing movie. Such a nothing movie. It's a shame. Pierre Morel, like, I mean, I like For Birds With Love, but really since Taken, he's never gone to that level again. It's a shame. But what can you do? I still never saw that one John Cena did with Jackie Chan. I'm sure I'll do a request for that one day. Because it's John fucking Cena. I still can't remember the fuck that movie was called with him and Aquafina. That's how much I love that one. But I just... John Cena sucks so much, man. I fucking hate that guy so much. He's so, like, such a waste. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.